Hey!
What's up?
Hey, your door's broken.
Check this out.
No, not anymore, dude. I fixed it.
Damn, I was hoping it was still broken, so it made sense.
That was bugging me. I had to fix it.
How long did that last?
I don't know, a week or two?
It's long enough.
Yeah.
To deal with the door.
Very professional.
I'm like directly inside. I did not expect to be. I'll figure that out. It's okay. It's better. I don't know. There's an angle. I'll find it. Way to be hidden.
I know.
How much more serious can your beard get before it takes over everything that you do and are? So is there a game? Play the game?
I thought you were bringing a game.
Oh, Filipino Roulette. We
Yeah,
can't play that.
No, we
though.
can't play
Oh,
that.
no. Like I said, that's strictly theoretical. And none of us have the money to pull it off. I said, maybe Dobbs.
Well, what is it?
Go ahead, Joe.
Okay. Basically, you're going to take 4 dudes like us, and you're going to have them all come in a cup.
Hold on. They're all supposed to be different races. That was the...
Well, yeah, well, you can work that in later, but the gist is the 4 dudes. They come in the cup, give it a little stir, make sure they're all mixed up. Then you pour it into a bitch's pussy. And whoever gets her pregnant wins Filipino Roulette. Now, later you could apply it to races, like you could, who is the better race? You know, you got a black guy and a Mexican. But then you have to monitor...
The Amazing Race.
Yeah. Then you'd have to
Now
monitor,
it's good.
like, their levels, because you want the best players from each team. We'd have to go in and do the sperm count and all that shit.
That's a lot of work.
I could take that from twins.
And then we give tail of the tape, like, what their count is, what their height is. This guy's from Africa. 6'2". Speedrunner.
Now, what happens if she has twins? You end up with an Arnold and a Danny DeVito.
Well, then, I think we just got paid. Somebody got paid. I don't think that's how that works.
That should be how that works. Like
That's how it
human
works
women
in
should-
dogs.
Yeah, human women should be able to have a litter, just like cats. Like if a chick cat fucks 9 different varieties
End
of cat.
of marriage as you know it. There is no more marriage. Yeah, you did have mine, but...
Also those 3 other guys.
Yes. One of them spotted. I don't know how the fuck you did that shit, but...
I'm getting married that day.
When
I
you
gotta
see-
get out of the game.
You see her feeding all of them.
Ew. That's the
Used to
future.
be mine.
The future of nipples.
Rough. It's kind of hot, though.
No.
She's on the couch eating Cheetos. She got feeding 4 kids all the way down. She got her fucking fat tits. There's only 1 left for you, but you don't give a fuck. You're bored.
Ew. So she only has 5 tits? that's a very odd number.
Yeah. One of them
For this
didn't
very feline woman.
maturate properly.
Okay. I'm not sure
Is it
maturate's
ashtray?
a word, but I'm not going to disagree. I think it's a soup bowl.
That's what I thought. I didn't know if maybe salsa was in it or something.
It's an ashtray.
Oh.
We have not inserted the salsa yet.
Not
Wait till there's like ashes at the bottom.
I've got-
and then dunk salsa on top of it and sit it on the table for the party.
I've got 2 more bowls that look just like it. So just be hit or miss. See what you get.
See
the
an ashtray
target.
or salsa, or both. One has to be both, though.
Yeah, one has to be.
Yeah, you can't. I don't see you putting one of those bowls out as an ashtray and then the other one is your salsa. Seems like it'd be a mistake.
No, it's good.
Not
It's
a
the
human.
same, bro. I'm sorry.
As long as you know which is which.
Put it in the dark room, and you just keep it in mind.
You have a dark room?
No.
Say you're coming up,
Yeah, I wish I had a dark room.
and then I was gonna say that nobody
Because I would do
nobody does photos in the dark room anymore, but
We have a room
Still
where there's
cool.
no power hooked up. That's similar.
I've got one of those. No, I don't.
that sounds like he realized that room has a person chained up in it right now, and he doesn't have to show it to any of us.
Never mind.
No, I don't have that room. No. That was the other house that I didn't buy.
By the way, I have to go feed something.
My human millipede.
Has there been an update on that?
Yeah, May 22nd. P3.
Fucking prison peed.
Yeah, there's a trailer on YouTube. Oh, I did watch the new Batman and Superman trailer.
Did you?
Yeah.
And?
I still can't care, man. I really can't care.
Come on.
I wanted to care. Don't get me wrong. That's what fucked me up about it. Was I'm watching it going, I might have to A, watch this, and B, like this. But no, man. As soon as I saw him floating there, I was like, like I can't care. One Superman.
I'm gonna have to get quieter chairs.
They're not that bad.
Just get some WD-40.
I got some pieces faster.
Much better.
Wait, have you recorded here prior to now? Cool.
First time.
The inaugural?
Yeah.
Wow, what am I doing on it? Could have had a much more interesting guest.
Taking it back. You were the first one over there.
That's true, like 90 feet from here. You can literally throw a football. Well, I can't, but Tony Romo almost can throw a football. I'm sorry, man, I'm still mad about the Tebow thing. Still
Yeah, who the fuck are you to point at quarterbacks?
I can do now. My life's ruined.
What's going on with Tebow?
We fucking
He's in
just
Philly.
signed him for no reason. Oh, you have beer. Yeah, neat. I would like a beer at some point.
Let me know.
Right now I'm digesting garbage I wish I hadn't eaten. Like every time I go to a fast food restaurant in this town, I know that your lifestyle is the right one.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Every time I fucking bite into Wendy's from here, I think to myself, God damn it, I should be vegan.
Oh, dude.
I don't know what part of this is real except the bun. I'm pretty sure the bun is actually a bun.
The bun is the closest thing to meat. It's a mostly meat bun.
Awful.
There's a Wendy's on the way to school I stopped at Friday. And oh my god, dude.
Good?
That was the best Wendy's ever. It's like brand new. Everybody is
They care
supposed
for
to
now?
do, yeah.
Nice. Alright.
Well, the
They actually
warehouse
got
had to
a
send
Wendy
fresh
walking
meat.
around.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Brutal.
God, it looked just like a commercial burger.
What?
Yeah. Nothing was fucked up about it.
Well, we keep discussing that, though, that Zephyr Hills literally has the worst branch of every fast food
Everything.
chain. We have the worst one of everything.
It always looks like someone sat on your burger and then like slid off the chair so it slid the old shit that way.
The South Park episode where Cartman just shoves some burgers in his ass. It's like that. Like all our McDonald's is that. There's a guy whose job is that. Take your fucking McDouble and put it in his ass crack for 20 minutes before you get it. No. It's all fresh here, baby. Fresh from the butt meat.
We got this new kid at work that he will take the most complicated thing and explain it with a whistle and get it done. So, all we got to do is cut this and this, that, and that, and it's done. I can't whistle. It's like, well, fuck you, dude. That's going to take 4 hours.
Your whistle is like...
Super confident about getting everything done as quick as possible. It's like, that's not going to work. Like
Got
that
the
at
shit
all.
where we moved the shit, but what's all that? That's 6 hours of massive labor.
Just like whistled away.
But
It's
to
like yada,
me,
yada, yada.
yeah,
Yes. I fucking can't stand it.
a lot can happen in a yada.
That rhymed.
It did. I'm gonna put it on my car. Because I'm an American. It rhymes, so I'm putting it on my car. People will know who I am and what I think about. Right next to the McCain-Palin sticker.
Oh, let's talk politics. I think we should assassinate. Who's the guy, the Russian guy?
Putin?
No, I like him. We should keep him. He's fun. He's a man.
Apparently he's a really cool guy.
Well, of course. It's Russian. It's fucking freezing there.
All leaders are cool dudes.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they might have dick fronts, but you know they're doing the same shit. All of them are
Jimmy
doing the
Carter
same
wasn't
shit.
cool.
Jimmy Carter was cool.
No.
Come on.
No.
You can't farm peanuts.
No.
Shit's difficult.
I don't want to spend 3 hours with Jimmy Carter talking about it.
But he was so good in that movie, Point Break.
He was no Ronald Reagan in that movie.
Well, you can.
That is this one
Yeah,
exciting
that's
adventure.
They should remake. I guess all those guys are dead. I was gonna say they should remake Point Break with those actual presidents as those dudes. But all those guys are dead.
Except for
Gerald Ford's still alive.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter's dead.
What?
Yeah.
When did he die?
What? I don't know. Wait a minute. No, Jimmy Carter is in Argo, so there's no. He's probably not dead.
Yeah.
Because that was recent, right?
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Whatever. You have the internet. Look it up.
No.
But definitely Reagan's dead. None of these things are believable.
I'm not
Would've
building
been
this tiny
slightly-
Grand Canyon in my backyard.
Slightly more believable if I said I stole a police helicopter and went there.
I don't think you can do that.
I couldn't fly a helicopter, I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly confident that I could fly a plane if somebody taught me, but I don't think I could fly a helicopter, even if somebody taught me
It
to fly a
seems
helicopter.
like that's not. You don't want to start on your own. Oh, I got it up in the air. Oh shit.
Wait, I'm just tipping over and I'm upside down and we're all dead. Like that's a wrap for my helicopter piloting and my life.
I'm pretty sure it's all easy. I played it on GTA once.
Oh.
Boom.
Yo, those little helicopters you have to fly are a bitch.
Nothing says real life.
You get in and the controller's in there and you're like, oh shit.
Got
Right
this.
trigger?
That's the future.
They made this seem difficult. I know the cheat. A, B, A, B, B, circle, circle.
Now I have unlimited helicopters.
Anybody else want something to drink?
No, I'm good for the moment.
What do you got?
Beer, a little bit of sweet tea,
How sweet? Are we talking southern sweet tea?
Arizona iced tea.
Sure.
I have whiskey here, correct?
Yes.
Neat.
Also, which I did put in the freezer, and there's cinnamon fireball whiskey.
Do you have ice?
No.
Damn.
Remember when I got you some Fireball whiskey at the bar?
Yeah, you had failed miserably. I remember the failure of that.
What do you
Nah.
That shit's so gross.
I don't know.
Isn't that what we got at that bar? What's his name bought it? Sir Neil's?
Yeah.
This is exactly what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, is it?
Yeah.
That exact
I didn't know if I had missed out on a separate instance. I'm not out much.
Well, I think what ruined it is you threw it in your cup.
Yeah, why?
That's true. I did do that. That did fuck that all up. No, I wouldn't have liked it individually by itself either.
No, the best way to
But
do it
I
is
fucked up my previously existing whiskey with that.
if somebody
I
hands you
know.
something at the bar, one of your homeboy, you just drink it. There's no need to ask questions because no matter what they say, you'd be like, nah.
Spectacular advice, kids. If somebody hands you a drink at a bar, just drink it.
Especially if it's fizzing.
Don't worry about it. It's part of the drink.
It's supposed to smell like poison.
When you get down to the bottom, stir it to get all the granules. I'll be in the corner.
Waiting.
Let me get your car keys so you don't drive drunk.
Jesus.
Done this before.
I was gonna say, Joe, prepared for all rape instances.
Yeah, I don't imagine you going to date rape. You're just like, oh shit, I don't have nothing to do. I'm gonna go date rape some bitch. I imagine this Friday is date rape day.
And you
So
know Monday.
you get your whole your
on your
whole
way to
shit.
work, like,
Yep. You're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on Tuesday. Like, oh, I can't fucking wait. Friday is fucking rape day.
date rape night.
You post it on Twitter. Everyone thinks it's a joke. But
Do you involve your boys in it?
I don't know.
Everybody
I'm not
else-
coming.
Like there's a game plan. Everybody set out to get their own.
Oh,
Alright. You got this many,
And
you
then
got that many.
you bring them all back to the same place, the same date rape place.
So everybody can have a story the next morning.
Oh, dude, I seen the one you date raped. She was hot. Oh yeah, she was a fighter.
Oh, Dobbs, the date raping. You want to get in on this?
I better not.
Yeah, probably not.
Ugh.
Yeah. You've never lived to even butt rape with a screwdriver.
I think I'm
Yeah.
I feel like I've had a successful life.
Well,
I imagine if you haven't been fucked with a screwdriver, you can count it as a successful life.
fine.
New terms for my successful life. Something else I could just throw in there.
I've never been butt raped with a screwdriver.
Oh, you think you're successful, huh?
All your money in your cars?
Have you ever been butt raped with a screwdriver? No. Oh.
Congratulations on all your success. I'll be going now.
Can you validate my parking, please?
How did you get into this building? Don't worry about that.
By the way, if the cops come, I wasn't here.
I was with you all day.
Now, speaking of weed, got a weed-based game.
Okay, I'm listening. Hot dog anytime. tennis. Don't listen.
I think it'd be
Shouts out
perfect
to
for you guys.
David Tell.
It's called Sticky or Vicky.
I don't like it.
Sticky is...
Sounds erotic.
It does.
Sticky's going to represent the strains of weed.
Okay.
Vicky's going to represent the names of perfumes.
Okay.
And you have to tell me which one is a Sticky or a Vicky.
Okay. So it's just like we're just smelling things.
Nope. I don't have that much weed.
Oh, okay.
Or perfume.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to read you the names. You guys are going to call out your names when you think you have the right answer.
Okay.
Give me that answer.
All right. I don't know anything about names of weed or perfume, so this should be fun.
Weeds name crazy shit. Like it could be like Calvin Klein 12 and something you clearly think is some sort of perfume. No. No, that's some herbs from Denver, bro. You don't even know.
Speaking of Denver, when are we all going on vacation to there?
They just had the cannabis cup out there.
So next year, then, that's when we're going.
What am I gonna do out there? Smoke pot.
Come on.
Sure you can.
One,
What
You
is
can
that?
watch us and enjoy my
I lose my job.
Okay.
2, don't like it.
Pretty sure that there's plenty of bars out there.
Oh, yeah.
Go bar hopping
Yeah.
and
You want to be the only dude that's not high? Like that seems incredibly unfair.
To who?
I don't know.
It seems like an advantage
Jesus.
to me.
Well, maybe just because I'm big. It just makes
Especially
me
during the date rape
uncomfortable.
game that will inevitably ensue afterward. This podcast has been a lot of date rape. That's all I'm saying.
Bompar.
Yeah.
so you pour the cup on her vagina?
No, into her vagina, like through a funnel or some apparatus.
What if you take like a turkey baster?
Yeah,
That's
either
also-
way.
Oh,
Some
okay.
sort of equal distribution
Right,
device.
so she's receiving all of the semen's input.
Yes, yes.
Can we make this fun and get like one of those fake dildos that comes?
Yes.
And you like
I'm sure
you
you
would
can.
Yeah, however, as long as
Yeah.
the semen has been mixed properly.
Yeah.
Not aggressively,
By a
because you don't want to
scientist.
kill it. You don't.
By a
I don't know
scientist?
what would kill it.
Preferably by a scientist.
Or can we like throw it in a blender?
That probably won't work, because then like you're gonna kill a percentage
Yeah,
of everybody's
that's- oh,
sperm
come on.
in that process.
Yeah, just the speed alone could probably kill them.
I don't know, when I nut, it's pretty quick. That shit's like,
It's not like blender quick.
no, I guess that's
Your girl's got bruises and shit.
maybe a low setting Cuisinart, but not.
A nice frappe setting.
Ew.
But yeah, I think it's genius.
Put it through a sifter.
Because it's a surprise to everyone, and all the way through the whole thing, you're like, please not me, please not me. And
It's a
then
super long term.
the day, that's why I think
Well, they can do in vitro testing now, paternity testing at like 3
no,
months.
I don't think that's not fair. You have to
What do you
wait.
mean it's not fair?
You gotta let it ride. You gotta let it ride the 9
well,
months.
then who,
Everyone,
what? Then who
that's-
gets the free nuts? Everybody?
no, I don't think there is any free nuts involved.
What?
Like she
No,
can continue.
I'm out of this
She can
game.
fuck one of them if that's what she wants to do after
why
she
would you
has
be-
taken the
wanna be that
pregnancy
dude?
test. You don't want to be that dude. But I mean, at least she didn't fuck him. It's not like
I don't think that makes it better. I think that makes it slightly
you
worse.
fucked 4 dudes and you might be pregnant by one of us. Oh no, you just had 4 dudes dump a load of shit in you. You might be pregnant. It's less. I think it cushions the blow.
I think that's an opportunity to set new precedents in like American court of law.
I agree.
You come to the table as a group and explain your situation.
Oh yeah.
Who knows what kind of judgment you could get? History.
But yeah, we would have to. They would have to be like you'd have to have like a ginger, clear, distinct. Where as soon as it comes out, there's no joke. We can verify who it is. Because there has to be a payoff in that delivery room.
That's
there has
why
to
the
be
multiple
3 dudes
races-
like, it's black as shit.
What if you start a new race?
Next level.
A calico
But-
human.
I really think the races against each other would be the most fascinating. Like, if you could get them measured up, they all have the same sperm count overall, and they all go into it. I think that would be awesome to see. Like
But
that.
you would have to do multiples of that to get a clear cut winner of that. You couldn't just do it once and like the black guy won this time, so like black guys are clearly the
No,
winner. You would have to
yeah,
do like
right.
8 or 9 girls,
Right.
so that like there would be. An
Well, if you
average.
wanted to prove it
Or that.
scientifically, who was the most dominant race in that aspect?
Well, that's what we're going for
But I think just once is awesome. Like, once a year, and you can bet on the shit. I think it would be awesome.
You do it
Yeah.
once a
World Cup.
year
And
with
you
the
can
same
even
group
get-
of people.
Yeah.
Same girl.
Well, and you can get it up to like 16 different races, and like it's like
Are
this
there
big.
16 different races?
There's got to be.
Count 'em. I bet there ain't 10.
I count Canadians separate than Americans.
No,
so
that's outlandish.
Canadian is a separate race.
I'm sorry.
No. Nationalities do not divide race. Same thing with religions.
Okay, so you have an Australian.
No. No. Australians are not a race. That's not how that works. I don't think that's how that works.
No, I guess it would have to come out with like a kangaroo for that to be definitive. Oh yeah, cheers, bro.
Fucking dingo man of the East.
So are Afghanis and Egyptians different races?
Different races? I don't know. I guess I'm sure there are different races of people in both of those places, but I can't. I'm sure some of them are also the same race of people.
No. Blanket.
That's where I'm at. I'm with the blanket. All white people. White people.
Okay,
Fuck
so-
you.
but
If you're
so
from
you're gonna do
Ireland,
this-
if you're from America, if
You're
you're
gonna
from
do the same
Canada,
thing
you're
with the
white. You're
Asians,
white.
correct?
white,
You're gonna
black,
do the same thing with the
red,
Asians. It's gonna be
yellow,
a blanket.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
White, black, red.
So
yellow.
there are no Chinese, Japanese, Korean.
No. Fuck that. No.
They're yellow.
They get one blanket. Yikes. Dot Midgets does not approve this message. But no, like, what are you gonna do? Like, Mongolians and the Chinese are a separate race? I wouldn't.
Well, they are.
I don't think that they are. I don't think
Mongolians
they
are
are.
Chinese people.
No, they'll say they are, but
Mongolians
they're
are
not.
more towards Middle Eastern than they are Asian.
So okay, then we have one for a blanket for this place, and then a blanket for this place, and then another blanket in the middle.
If they look different, that's all we're really after. If there's a
Well, no,
clear,
but
you're
independent
gonna have an
bone
issue.
structure,
That's not fair
different-
because the Chinese people and Korean people have like different bone
Yeah,
structures.
as long as
Yeah.
we can identify the baby when it comes out, that's all we really need.
They don't have formed bone structure at that point.
That's accurate. We just drilled all kinds of holes in Filipino roulette.
No, it's still great.
First of all,
idea.
why is it called Filipino roulette? I don't remember how we settled on that.
That's the only place we'll get this done.
Probably.
It's the Philippines.
Hell yeah.
For $35.
We'll get a girl and a guy of every race for $35.
And we ate lunch.
At least two of us had a sandwich.
But the other two were busy stirring the semen.
But then justice happened.
But yeah, I don't know if you took the cup and like whisked it with a
It's like an
fork.
egg beater or something.
Whisked it. I think we're still on the race issue here. Like, so until we decide how many races there actually are, we don't know how many guys are going in this fucking concoction. Get it? Concoction? Because wieners.
Okay,
Sorry.
Brown is one of them. So, listen. Jesus loves the little children, right? We all know that song?
All the children of the world?
Right. Black and yellow, red and white. They're all equal in his sight. So add brown in there, because we gotta give them something.
Did you just like rationalize like how we're gonna break this down with a Jesus rhyme?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I added one. That's the rational part.
God
So
made
hang
part
tight.
of these rules.
Jesus
so.
left one out.
The American...
Jesus doesn't love brown little children. That's what that song's all about. Because it's black and yellow, red and white. So
Tourists.
So
add brown in there.
the American natives, the native peoples,
Yeah.
first people, you like to call them?
First Nation.
Okay, First Nation. Okay. Anyway, the native peoples of the land we currently occupy.
Yeah.
Are they the same race as Inuits?
I want to say yeah.
I'm saying yeah.
Yeah.
Almost definitively. I'm saying yeah.
They are.
That's a one. That's
Once
a race.
they crossed from Asia over the land bridge into North America, yeah.
There has to be some better explanation
They
for the
spent-
multitude of races.
They spent enough time away
Okay,
from
here's another good thought.
in a new environment.
What do we do about the girl? Shouldn't the girl be a neutral that is not one
then
of the
what's
races
neutral?
of the
Good
male?
question. What's
German.
No, because that's just dominant.
She's Swiss as fuck. The girl has to be
See,
Swiss.
then you would have to research what race has the most passive genes.
Well,
So,
then we can count
not
that guy right out.
No, that's what I'm saying. There can't be like a German girl taking it and then a German dude in the mix. Like, because then even if it's one of the other races, it might look German and throw off
The
our.
only way to properly do this is to use an ostrich as the girl. Now, hear me out.
Basically, if you want to do this right, you're actually gonna have to cut things out.
Like races,
What?
you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Who? The Mongolians.
No,
they're
I
first
liked
to
it
go.
better when it wasn't race, but I'm
You're
just
gonna
saying,
have to
think
get-
of the potential if it was race. Like, that's an international
This isn't
event.
gonna sound good, but you're gonna have to get the brown out because there's too much of a mix there.
Like OxyClean?
well, if you, yeah, if you got, because if it comes out mulatto, it's gonna look brown.
That's a good point.
It's not gonna be super dark. So
That's
All
a
right.
good point. So if the girl is white and the black guy wins, the kid's gonna look kind of.
that
I don't know. Mexican? I don't know what's a good. What's,
Then fuck it, we'll
what's
just-
a nice in the middle color?
I thought there was a paternity test.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what, that's what we
Okay.
should do.
Okay.
It's just the paternity test.
well, yeah, but then race doesn't really matter at that point.
No, but I think I would like to incorporate a lot of the world, so everyone's like, "Oh, come on, Brazil!" You know what I'm saying?
Well, if that's if it's like the World
So
Cock Cup,
national-
yeah,
like,
the World Cock Cup is what we're talking about.
okay. Well, if we're doing nationality, then that's very clean cut. Whatever country you're born in, that's your
It's
nationality.
the Olympics of dropping sperm in somebody,
The Load Olympics.
and then they have the title. They can say we're the best at doing that
I like this less now
for a year.
than when it was just some disgusting girl and 4 seedy fuckers beating off in a jar. Glump, 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 glump. Go home and come back in 9 months.
When you guys get a spoon or something, I can. No,
Just swirl.
Just put a straw in there and blow bubbles.
Oh,
Some of it bounced. I don't know whose it was.
oh, no.
It was mine. It was mine. It was mine.
Oh.
Yeah, what if somebody's more yellow than the others?
That's true. You know, how do we even these things out?
Right, and you can see. Oh, there goes Tommy around the outside
They're
there.
like marbleized. Some are thinner, some are thicker.
That's true. Oh, that
That's
actually
oil
like,
and water right there.
that depends on the day. For me.
It separates. Look, I came to the top.
Which do you think
The first in.
has better sperm, more liquid or snotty?
See, I don't know. That's where we would have to have the testing. They would have to be equivalent matches of.
One has to be more concentrated than the other.
You would think the thicker it is,
And
the
we're-
more actual sperm is in it.
Are we
Because,
gonna
like
measure levels, like
you're-
how much we're adding from each person? Like we'd have to go by weight.
right X amount of milliliters per dude?
Right.
Right, gotcha.
One dude had a good day and he put some shit out.
Right. Yeah, we can't dump Charlie's fucking 2-ounce load in there with everybody else's little
Yeah.
piddly bullshit. And knowing me, I jerked off 3 times that day before I even got there, so like we're at the bottom of my barrel, you know. It's gonna be a little trickle.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
I'm out.
I'm not gonna participate, but like everyone else, I'd be like, "Yeah, come on, USA."
I'm rooting for China.
I want to see a small country get on the map because of this shit. Like
The Falkland Islands.
they have won 4 years in a row.
When this gets cut later, you guys come out as huge racists.
Even me? Come on. It seems unfair.
It's in there.
It feels like just you at this point.
Especially when you dot midgets does not endorse. I'll take the does not out.
Okay. Dot Midges does endorse this message.
Yes.
Does
That was-
endorse. It's a bad cut. No, I'll run all my words together like this, so it's very difficult to cut. There will be no distinct stopping point of my words from this point forward.
Everyone's like, "Who's Doug Midgets?" Some asshole. That's who.
Some racist.
We're locking the doors tonight, babe.
Later you'll see your name on Fox News.
Whatever.
The headline is just some prick.
I consider that a glowing review. I wind up on Fox News and they're just talking shit about me. I'm gonna be like, yeah,
It's the
that's
silhouette.
positive as shit.
The silhouette with a question mark. Who is he?
Screen cap and put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
We put it on the internet and we still don't. No one's ever heard of him.
Do we include a midget?
Oh yeah.
Just take a picture of the guy from Game of Thrones and pretend that's me.
thought you were talking about.
Possible suspects.
Okay.
I am talking about the game. Do we include a midget or a dwarf or both?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think anyone that
Well, then now we're talking about different
if you
species.
can that's so fucked up.
Well, he said they were going to cut it, so I was a prick anyway, so fuck him. I'm also saying that fuck Oklahoma and midgets. And if you're a midget in Oklahoma, fuck you, bro. You're going to hell.
Yeah, it's them. They're the ones.
Midgets are freaky.
They're freaky. Like, they like kinky sex.
No, they're just
Like,
weird.
I knew a
bitch
midget.
time, did you bitch up quick, bro.
Like if I'm
She
on
drove
one side of the
forklift.
street and a midget comes up on that side of the street, I'm crossing the street.
What if there's like...
I've been in that scenario when I cross the street.
What if there's like a violent Asian gang on the other side of the street?
I'll take the game.
Because they're regular size.
You want a midget touching you and whatnot?
I feel like they'll touch me.
Why you assume that just because they're a midget, they're going to want to
He's just gonna walk by and go...
That's what they do.
Rub his little fucking sausage fingers on your kneecap.
Yeah.
That'll be
Gross.
your whole life will be different after
Well,
that.
like,
Totally different.
not
He's
sausage,
thinking the
but
same
little
thing about
weenie.
you.
Yeah.
Little
He's like,
smoky.
look at this
Little
big
finger
motherfucker.
sausage.
He's going to try to pick me up, carry me home. He's worried about you. He doesn't want you to bend over and be like, hey, little buddy.
And they're stronger than you think. They're way stronger than you think.
They're retard strong, bro.
This all leads to back, like, he was date raped by a midget at one point. This is all a grudge.
So that's how Willow won in the movie.
You fucked Mad Mardigan to death. Speaking of Mad Mardigan, I watched The Ghost in the Darkness the other day. Anybody seen that? That's a fairly underrated movie, I think.
What does that have to do with Mad Mardigan?
Oh, Val Kilmer's the dude in it. Val Kilmer and Michael Douglas. Arch Coxman, Michael Douglas.
How old is this movie?
I don't know, 90s, sometime in the 90s. It's about, like, they're in Africa building a bridge or, a bridge for a train or something, but there's, like, lions killing the workers, and they're not, like, regular lions, and the whole thing's allegedly, like, a completely true story. Like, lions killing for fun, like, they're not, like, they didn't act like actual
Yeah, it
lions.
didn't take their food.
Yeah, they would just show up, kill people, and fucking leave them, like, hey, haha, killed your guy, and then bail. So yeah, it's them hunting those lions. It's a cool movie. I liked it.
It was the gray before the gray.
Yeah, sure. I didn't see The Gray, but I'll go ahead and agree with you.
I don't like Liam Neeson as a badass.
No?
No, I don't know at what point we were all like, he's a fucking badass. We should just let him do that.
That was a huge flip that we made.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from. Like, take it.
He's a badass in Crawl. Badass in Darkman.
Badass in Schindler's List. He is the Batman of Schindler's List.
I think it depends on what kind of
Unacceptable.
badass he is.
Like, how many takens do we need?
Oh,
One.
yeah. 2 less.
Yeah. 2 less takens.
At what point are you like, oh, fuck, I better go somewhere else away from everyone?
At what point does Liam Neeson totally lose his credibility? Because like, I still feel like he has that, like, instantly Liam Neeson's in your movie, he just lent that movie some level of credibility. How is that still real? Like Battleship? What the fuck? What? at what point does Liam Neeson's credibility juice not work anymore?
Come on, everybody makes bad
When-
step.
Want to go back to that game?
Do the game?
Go for it.
You guys want to do the game?
Yeah, I don't.
It's all 3 of you.
Now, we have to call out our name?
Call out your name.
Can I just, like, hit a buzzer or something?
No, I don't look like I have a buzzer.
Fucking buy buzzers. You guys should be more prepared here.
Download a buzzer app on your phone.
Yeah. I can't even download your phone number on my phone. My phone predates phones.
It's not my fault.
No, it's my fault. I think I did it on purpose.
Does everybody remember?
You're supposed to say that it's Icky or Vicky? Sticky or Vicky?
Sticky or Vicky. So I've got an
Why
example.
Vicky? Why is Vicky the thing?
Vicky, Victoria's Secret.
Oh, gotcha. That's reasonable.
Is this just perfume or colognes as well?
Just perfumes.
Okay.
I stayed away from colognes because they don't have.
Interesting names.
Yeah, they're not.
Like Drakkar
The
Noir.
Jeff Gordon series.
So, like an example would be.
That's weed, bro.
Burberry.
Is a cologne.
Burberry.
Is a cologne.
Well, you didn't say your name.
Oh, Dot. My bad. It's
Now
a cologne.
He's right.
So I get a point already?
Another
Okay.
example would be
But are you
Coca-Cola.
Postum. Weed.
Boom.
You did just let those are the example ones. They do get harder than.
Well, actually,
Those were the hardest.
The rest of them are like smoke doggy dog.
Cross that one off the list now.
It's a
Okay,
trick. It's both a cologne and a weed.
10 to 11.
Oh. Do I really have to say my name?
Yeah.
Can't we just shout out the answer?
No.
Yes.
That'll become way too confusing for me.
I don't want to say my name. Say my name.
Use one of your various other handles.
No. Can I say Frank?
Sure.
All right.
Band.
All right. First one. Bombshell.
Frank. It's a weed. Yeah. Do I lose points too, or do we lose points?
You can play it that way.
Oh, okay.
When somebody gets it wrong, do the other two get to
No,
guess
because
on-
there's only two choices.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a fall off.
I don't know what it is, but there's only two of us left.
Rapture.
That's
Post-
Joe. Oh, I guess he took.
Yeah, most of us first.
Cologne.
That's correct.
What
Or
is,
perfume,
really?
I mean.
Rapture?
Yep.
Okay.
Fab Five Freddy and all.
Ambrosia.
Frank. It's a reefer.
That's correct.
I know.
White patchouli.
Frank. It's a reefer? Shit.
Wonderstruck.
Joe. It's got to be a weed.
That's not a weed? That's probably
bad at this.
Yeah. This is the wrong game.
Black cherry.
Frank. It's a weed?
Correct. Neat.
I'm totally winning.
See, I just like weed, so it's. I just hope everything you're saying is a weed.
Euphoria.
Frank.
Postum.
You
It's
said
a weed.
You didn't know your name.
I'm using an alias and I was out there.
Mambo.
Frank.
Me.
It's a cologne.
Correct.
Oh, I was supposed to say Sticky or Vicky. We're failing here.
Yeah.
We haven't done that once. It's fine.
Pink Friday.
Frank.
Damn it.
It's
I hope
Vicky.
Correct.
Yeah.
What?
I hope so.
What was it called again?
Pink Friday.
I used to wear it.
Oh, I thought, okay. I
I
thought
don't
you
want
said
to talk
Friday.
about that time.
Apple pie.
Frank. It's a reefer.
See, I don't
I'm
feel
totally
like you're,
dominating you
Yeah,
people.
but I think you're just better at saying Frank than the rest of us are.
That's why I'm
saying our
Frank.
names.
Pick a better name than your name. It's weird to say your own name.
Beauty and the Beast.
Me. Vicky.
Boom! Neat.
Cross off all the ones you guys got wrong. Grenadine.
Me. Oh, I'm Joe. And Vicky. I don't think I have any points.
Are you the weed expert?
But it's all weed to me.
I don't care what it's
I tried to go against it and say the other one, and fuck.
Killer Queen.
Me.
Frank. Wow.
This is Sticky.
Sticky.
This is perfume.
No.
What?
Neat.
It's fabulous.
Viva La Juicy.
See, I feel like some of these are both.
I know a white man paid juice in Paul, so.
It's true.
Frank.
Me. Oh.
It's a Vicky.
That's correct.
Yeah. See? It's 50-50, man. You just fucking guess. You guys are slow.
Crystal Noir.
Joe Vicky.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Because that's what he uses. Know that one.
Can my name be Vicky when I say my name?
No, sorry.
It'll just be confusing for the audience.
Cherry bomb.
Me. Sticky.
Correct.
How many are there?
There's 10 of each, and then 2 tiebreakers, which we won't.
Nope.
Whatever.
I'll just let you guys duke it out for the remaining points.
Vanilla Sky.
Frank. It's a perfume. It is a perfume. It is. Look it up. Okay.
I just wrote down words.
On your list, it's not a perfume.
Sherry berry chocolate.
Me. That is a Ben & Jerry's. It's a sticky.
That is correct.
Fuck, better be.
Mont Blanc Legend.
Joe, that is a Vicky.
That's correct.
It's also a pen.
Left here. Blue bubble juice.
Joe.
Sticky.
That's correct.
This is horseshit.
This is rigged.
Should have wrote down more names.
You guys reviewed this beforehand?
That's it.
That's it?
So all let me count up.
I didn't even come close. I don't even think I made it in third place. I'm in fourth place. Only 3 people were playing.
It's 4 for you, Poston.
Yeah.
It's 2 for you, Joe.
And the rest were dot.
7
Frank.
for Frank.
Frank.
It's a 7 for Frank.
Championship.
You guys want
Frank.
the tiebreakers?
Sure.
Oasis.
Joe, Sticky.
Correct. Black Pearls.
Joe, Vicky.
Correct.
Yeah!
Still didn't come back in
Alright,
that,
we
baby.
tried.
Yeah, they were tiebreaker. That's what you said, right? So I
They
win.
were if
No.
somebody had tied
Oh.
with somebody else.
So, like, am I going to win every game ever played on the podcast? If I recall correctly, the Thanksgiving game was a slaughterhouse of me ruining everybody.
It was unfair.
Those questions were culturally biased against the First
Jobs.
Nation.
Butterball asks,
Probably got all the fucking first grade.
Stupid
I
bullshit.
just made a turkey with my hand, and now you're asking me a questions.
So that's Sticky or Vicky.
nice.
It's not bad. Is there another game? Are we sporkling? Or what's that game called?
Sporkle.
Sporkle? Okay. Made that up. Thought.
Well, I figured we were going to play Filipino Roulette.
I told you that was not a game we could play in practice.
I have too many kids. I know that there's a good chance I could walk out of that in a bad scenario. And it's long enough where you forget about it. And then she shows up at your door and she's like, "You won!"
No!
Not again! It's got a red beard.
Oh,
We would all have to be there in the hospital waiting room.
That's an awkward night.
I hope it's you, bro.
Jinx.
Never been so scared standing there. That would
I
be
feel
awesome.
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of like a Marine. I'm one shot, one kill. Like, I got 2 kids and I've had sex twice. So, there it is. Frank. One shot, one kill. So now that we've been complete racists and
Well, we haven't completely.
okay, so there's
We've
still
only-
we've got a
only
ways to
called
go.
out brown and yellow people so far. And all we did to yellow people is I called them yellow.
Eskimos, or as I like to call them, the snow Mexicans. These nose rubbers have had their way for far too long. It's a David Tell joke. I can't take credit.
It is, yeah.
Fucking David Tell.
He's brilliant, or at least he was for that 50 minutes.
He's on the podcast next week.
What?
Yeah, coming through.
I won't be here.
Sorry.
We're going to try to get Farba.
You should. He ain't doing nothing.
Now, when we do,
Are you gonna ask him if he
we
remembers
do.
being Spike Clubbed?
Yes.
All right then.
I think I was talking to Dobbs about that, and I guess he wasn't there. So I was trying to relay a story about that. He's like, I don't remember that at all. I go,
I only vaguely remember it.
Farba just put my CD in his pocket.
No, he tucked it in his bag. That's the only part I remember.
Oh.
I was like, what? He didn't just throw it in the garbage? Because that's what I expected.
Yeah.
When I, like, literally stood in the corner and watched. Like a stalker. It's like, if just Farva will listen.
That'll do it.
Maybe.
So, One of your tracks is going to be in Super Troopers 2.
I'm in. Whatever.
Wow.
Of course, he's not going to like that.
Nope.
No?
You will have to edit out the word "me" both the times I just said it.
It's gonna reignite.
Calm down. That won't work, will it?
So Baloney won't like it.
You got a harum.
Yes. Insert the word baloney every time I say it. Baloney Records. Baloney Records. You know who's the real prick in that story?
Where's that
No,
record
never mind.
label?
He's not a prick. He was under contract. We can't call him a prick. Fucking prick. Are you gonna like juggle my scrot?
I don't think so.
Well, whatever.
So do you think you can convince your sister to do the roulette?
I think you'll have a better chance convincing her than I will.
Alright, I got a story for you guys.
Is it ripped from the headlines?
Is it about Bruce Jenner? Because I don't want to hear anything else about that.
Alright, never mind.
Good.
Oh no, run it now. Give me something I could be offensive about.
Joe made me watch some whole documentary this afternoon on him.
I didn't know such thing. It was on and I didn't change the channel.
What happened, bro?
Who had control of the remote?
There's no remote. I've given up on like satellite companies and all that, so I just have the digital box.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't get a remote with it,
Oh, all right.
and I'm not programming anything, so it is what it is.
So you turn it on and it stays on one channel?
Yeah, and until somebody else passing through changes it, because I don't really care. So I'll watch hours of some program where it's sign language. They'll say a word and then they'll do sentences, and it's all sign language. And that's like the best show in the world to me.
Trying to subliminally learn it.
You get baked and you're like, oh, this means hi. That's awesome. I don't know, something about that.
Digital TV is awesome to me because of how they've broken down public networks.
Yes.
So each one has like 6 channels to
Right.
itself now. Create TV is where I live.
Pretty good.
Love that.
But yeah, fuck paying money for television. When,
You say that now.
No,
when
not-
football starts, it'll be a wrap.
but 90% of what it is
I'm gonna steal one of yours.
I don't know.
I don't have a choice.
Most of the time it's crap. You're still waiting. That's why the recording the shows is so popular. Because there's not something on constantly.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I'm not going to watch this crap, but so later something will come on that I like. I should save that.
That's why I just have the internet.
See, the internet is just as good. Then it's just that. Well,
Yeah.
I know what I want to watch, but
Yep.
watched it.
Complete control of my content.
Yeah, I don't
Zero
have to say.
commercials.
Then I don't have to listen to the suggested, well, you watch this, so you might like this. No, fuck you.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Netflix, awesome.
I like
But do you
Netflix a
think
lot.
you would have watched Workaholics if it didn't just pop up on TV?
But that's the point. Like,
I never
It's-
wanted to watch one.
I'm glad I never watched more than 2 episodes of that.
when it was on,
Shit.
I watched it, but when it wasn't on, like, you know, it's, you can always find something to watch, but I think that's the mindlessness of having that crap. There's always some sort of crap that you can watch that you didn't really want to watch to begin with. You just happen to be flipping through looking for something, and you're like, oh, here's a guy wrestling an alligator,
Yeah,
cussing
that's-
at it, like.
The majority of programming
Yes.
is that, like, I'll watch this because it's on right now.
And then the next time you're flipping
Not
through,
because you like it.
when you come to the same program, you're like, oh shit, this dude's still cussing at a gator. And it's the same thing. Like,
That's 100% my philosophy.
I
That's
don't-
why I just have the internet.
yeah, and
I
then you
use-
start watching shows that you really have no interest in whatsoever. You're like, I want to see how long he cusses at the gator.
Workaholics.
Workaholics is funny. That shit's still funny.
Nope.
See, that's why I like Netflix, though.
Right.
It's because I'll watch everything that I want to watch,
Right.
and then I'll say, hey, let me try something new. I'll watch an episode or 2. If I don't like it, boom. I don't ever have to worry about it again. I don't have to
Right.
watch Vanilla Ice Go Amish anymore. I could just step off that and never watch it again.
Yeah.
But
There again,
there's
I have been
4
stuck
million
watching Vanilla Ice fucking rebuild a house.
Yeah, there's 4 million other people that are like, well, this is on at 8:30
Yeah.
tonight, so
We watched
Guess
him
I'm
do the
watching
living room
this.
and kitchen. We have to see the rest.
yeah. What's he gonna do to the bathroom?
He's blowing this house out. He's going Ice Ice Baby on it.
I would rewatching Breaking Bad on Netflix. That's what. This is what I'm doing with my Netflix.
My
time.
little brother has finally started watching,
I am rewatching Breaking Bad.
so I'm pretty happy about that because I've been telling him to watch it for quite some time. And I walked into his room today and he was on season 3. So
Nice.
I'm pretty happy for him.
I seen season 1 when it came out, and then I missed the season, and I was like, fuck it. And then it became this giant fucking deal. So now I'm gonna wait, and later in life, it'll be a surprise. I'll
There
be
you
like,
go, yeah.
I have nothing to do, I'll watch Breaking Bad now. And then I'll be like, oh my god, Breaking Bad!
Later in life is the time to do it.
Yeah.
Because it takes time.
Has nobody ruined that show for you?
And Matt did, but because I made him, I told him I wasn't going to watch it ever so he could ruin it.
Okay.
But either way, like, there's a
Probably
lot of
forget.
there's a lot of drama in it, like,
Yeah.
so I mean, it'll entertain me no matter what the ending is.
The ending of the show is only really matters at all if you
Right.
were already
See,
invested
To get the
in show,
context of the whole show.
Yeah.
Even the song playing.
The whole
Yeah.
thing's really good.
It's for later. It's
Great
a
show.
surprise.
I stand behind. I'm totally glad I did not watch that when it was airing week to week on television. There is no explanation for how mad I would have been at the end of almost every episode from season 3 on. Like literally, I'm angry for the rest of the week
See, I'm
because
happy
of what I
about it
don't
for
know.
a totally different reason. Is you couldn't wait to watch the next episode, I would take like a 3-month break. Because I'm fucking sick of this.
No, when Posty gave it to me, I was like, well, fuck, now I have to watch this. So it was like 16 straight days. That's what I was doing with my waking hours, was watching Breaking Bad.
That's what I did with Sons of Anarchy. But yeah, Breaking Bad for me just got too... It's too much.
Yeah, it is a little
Much.
at times.
So
at
I
times
just-
it's a bit much.
I would turn it off for a while.
So yeah, there's too much drama. Like the week to week shit is. That's why I'm waiting on The Walking Dead. Like I got to a certain point and I was like, I'm not.
That's on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm rewatching the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Because it's the only ones that matter.
I still quit on Walking Dead.
Although I might...
I love Walking Dead, but I'm
If-
way back on it now because I
If
can't
they finally
do that
make
shit.
that switch
Yeah.
to the new whatever, I might start watching it again. But yeah, after the first 2 seasons, I was done with Walking Dead.
Oh no, that's my jams. I love that shit, but the week to week I can't do that shit. Especially the way they do that show, they break it down, and you following different characters at different points, and it really makes it difficult to watch. They'd leave you on a cliffhanger with one character, and you don't get back to that motherfucker for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
That's absolutely true. That's what I'm going through right now with Game of Thrones. Is they'll do that. There'll be like 4 or 5 episodes.
And then the
between
season
somebody.
ending episode, like all the paths come together, and it's this massive thing. And then they'll end it a little quick and swoop you up for next season. Fuck that. Just wait till the show goes off the air and run it.
In this room are 4 of the top 10 most interesting people I know, and we are talking about television right now. Just saying.
Well, but I think
throwing that out
the
there.
point was how much it sucks. So I mean,
Yeah. Very happy with what I have set up here, where it's just internet. I've got my digital converter. I'm going to set up the antenna, and then I'll be good to go. Because then Sunday morning when I wake up, I can watch all my cooking shows.
I was excited to get the news back, but then I watched the news and I was like, oh shit, nothing's changed. It's just the news, and that's why 12-year-old girls have tits.
God bless the steroids.
No shit.
Thank God you were here, Joe. It could have been a quiet room where I was the only fucking weirdo staring at 12-year-old tits.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like,
Don't you live right next door to the high school?
yeah. That's
Aren't you like a phone call away from a felony? Where's my phone?
No, we've all seen the girl, and like she's packing this giant rack, and you know she's underage, but those titties are not. There's no way those fucking tits are fucking
They say
16
she's
years old.
retarded, but those
Yeah.
titties ain't retarded.
There's no way.
No, I'd never seen anything like that until I moved down here.
Yeah, it's fucking, and it's disturbing because there's this serious conflict as a man that's going on, because instantly you're like, tits, those only belong to women. I know this because I've seen this. And yeah, and she's not a
all
woman.
part of a greater conspiracy to push adult males towards pedophilia.
I think pedophilia in general is like a fucking falsehood. Like, if you... No, calm down. In most, like, archaic tribal societies, once the woman menstruates, she's a woman.
Yeah.
She has a husband that month. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Okay.
Like in Africa right now, there's a 14-year-old girl with 3 kids, and that's totally cool because that's how they
Right,
run
that's
shit.
their culture. Right.
Right, but we've built up all these fucking walls. Like, it's so fucking weird the way society even works. We take all right. These are things we want. We want drugs. We want young pussy. We want XXX, whatever the fuck we want. And then we build these walls between these things that we want and us, like for literally it seems like no reason other than to fill prisons pointlessly. I'm not saying go out and fuck 13-year-old girls and snort cocaine off their tits, but I'm saying, like, yeah, I really don't know what I'm saying. It just seems odd. We have laws for, it seems like really no reason. A lot of the laws
It's been
are
that
for
way
no reason.
literally since the beginning of recorded history.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
So we as a newer and younger civilization have built these, like you say, walls, these laws that kept us from these things. And I don't know if that was a religious move or a particularly, I mean, no, it's not necessarily a religious move because it all depends on your religion.
Right.
Or a step away from what we would consider savagery.
Right.
Things of that nature, but keep in mind the Romans, the Greeks, the Sumerians, all these great nations carried that same ritual.
Right.
Or it's not even a ritual, it's just a realization that they are capable now of having children. Let's make children.
Yes.
Let's grow a civilization.
Right.
Yes.
But we're no longer in that point.
Right.
We don't have to have more people.
It's true.
So I don't know.
The Greeks also kept like boys in cages. So
Well,
like,
yeah.
But it comes back
That was their
to
deal.
what I was talking to you about earlier, the complaining. Like,
Young squares.
when you give people like certain amounts of freedom, what they feel they need to do with this freedom is complain. And over time you get lines drawn and lines drawn and lines drawn, and that's what really forms your society, is like everyone's stupid little fucking lines that they've drawn. This is okay, this isn't okay, and over time that's what you get. You get a bunch of societal rules that don't really make sense. They kind of contradict each other, a lot of them.
Some of them make sense.
No, a lot of
But,
lot of rules are there for a reason. Like, obviously you're not supposed to fuck the 13-year-old girl with giant tits. I think that's a good law. I like that law.
I don't like that law, but whatever.
At what point did that change, though? Because it wasn't that long ago that it was still okay in America. Like, even Beth, his wife, was 13 when they...
It all depends on how you look at things in reality. Because you create more laws that people don't want to follow, you are going to fill up prisons. And
now that
today
prisons
is
are privatized.
privatized prisons.
Yeah, it looks even more suspect.
With contracts that say we're going to keep this many inmates
Right.
inside
Generate
of a
this
prison.
amount of money per year.
Period. So that's crazy within itself. But you can take it even from a religious standpoint or an evolutionary standpoint. You can look at all these things and you can apply it to this. An evolutionary standpoint, we're getting better as time goes on, so we don't need to fuck kids anymore. We can be grown adults and fuck each other.
Are we really getting better, you think?
No, I don't think so at all.
No,
I
I don't
we're
think so at all.
progressively getting far worse.
Okay.
But these are the way people look
The
at things.
disillusionment
Rationalize
is
things.
set in more now.
So if you take evolution, the idea of evolution is that we are getting better
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
So they used to fuck kids, so now we don't fuck kids because
Right.
we're better than we used to.
Okay. That makes more sense
see what I'm
because it
saying?
comes from a much more selfish, ego-based location.
Totally.
We have to invent ways we are better than the old ways.
Absolutely.
The new ways have to be better. They're new. Well, what the fuck? How can they not be better?
Scientifically, we were called Homo sapiens. Now we're called Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens, the Homo in it means Homo erectus. The sapient part of it is, what is the sapient part of it?
I give up.
I can't remember.
I'm not a scientist. Theoretical physicist.
I lost it. Never mind. The religious side of it is tradition based. So tradition based religions would take two young people, put them together in a fixed marriage, and move on from there.
Yeah.
Non-religious based societies, like you say, African tribes, so on and so forth, they're just a barter tool. So the moment that they can profit your family with their womb, use that for your advantage, because now you've got 12 goats and a pig. So
I love a pig.
everybody does. So
A wonderful, magical animal.
it's a very it's all very strange. But you look at the way Lester Crowley looked at it, and he thought fucking young boys made him live longer and gave him more power.
Well, did it?
Did it? I mean,
he is still alive.
there are written accounts of his magical abilities.
Well, there's written accounts of a lot of cats' magical abilities.
That's absolutely true.
Just saying. I want video or go fuck yourself.
That wasn't always around.
Exactly.
That's tough.
See,
That's the only step we've truly taken forward, I think, is that now it's easier to call bullshit now. Nobody calls bullshit now, but it would be easier
We've talked about that.
to call bullshit now.
To where I love to lie about stupid shit. It's a blast. But now somebody's there with their phone. Right there. Boom. Nope, not true. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it is killing debate.
I'm going to stop talking now because I can no longer have fun in this conversation. It's terrible. I hate the fact that we're able to call bullshit on each other that quickly.
Well,
It's way more fun to sit around and literally just bullshit each other all night long. Than
But isn't that
fact check each
the
other.
problem that it will be sorted out at the end? Is like eventually everyone will be like, shit, no more bullshit. Like,
Well, that's what makes reality so harsh and so hard is because all the bullshit's gone.
yeah, I think we can forget. We can't really forget about bullshit until everybody can read minds.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's what's up.
That's absolutely.
Like, as soon as that happens, then fine, bullshit's dead. But for now, let's keep bullshitting each other.
I just found new ways to lie.
Lie with my mind.
Funny that you mentioned until we can read minds, because I just saw in the news that they've come up with something where you can send each other your actual thoughts to somebody else's.
It's
Right.
only a matter of time.
so many guys are getting fired the day that like, shit's over.
Hey, Steve, want to step into my office?
Oh,
So I'm a
God.
piece of shit, huh? You don't like my hair piece? You're fucking fired, Steve. Take yourself home.
This hat is now a required part of your uniform. Must wear it at all times.
Rough. Here comes Stacy. God, I want to suck on her tits and slap her butthole.
What?
Fired.
And you don't even mean to do it. If it runs through your head, like, there's no way to, especially for me, there's no way. I get some crazy shit that goes through my head. The only defense I have is I know
You didn't
what
say it.
what is allowed to
Yeah.
come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, for real.
I don't have that very frequently.
I wonder how far my hand would fit in her ass. It doesn't mean I want to do that, but that shit went through my head.
Soon, everyone will know.
Am I
That might
going to
work
pick
out
up my
your
kids
advantage.
from school? There's no fucking way.
Well,
There's
yeah,
no
that's-
way.
that
It
goes
depends
right
on
back
what
to
kind of
it.
girls you winds up around. Eventually, you'll be in the right room with the right girl, and she'll be like, I wonder how far his hand will fit.
Right. You walk in and she's like, I'd fuck him. Oh shit.
That's the greatest benefit. Okay, the club scene is
It's dead in there.
Yo, as soon as everybody can read minds, there'll be no more music in clubs. It'll just be a big fucking room, and as soon as you walk in, you know instantly who in that room will or will not fuck you.
You
And
walk
nobody
through
will
the middle of the
leave.
room. You walk
So
right through the
now
middle.
we're back to Demolition Man.
No, we still get to actually fuck, I'm hoping. Because that's like, what the fuck? Who the fuck wants the Demolition Man future? You don't get to fuck anybody?
Oh, I think I'd get laid more.
So, but isn't that how they cured a bunch of different diseases?
Sure. Or even the fake ones that they made up.
But isn't that how you sort? Like that's part of nature's defense. Like herpes. Like you know what I'm saying?
The bitch who was rampant herpes, nobody fucks her anymore.
Right. Yeah. So that'll die off. Like the bitch that was dumb enough to get herpes and all that shit.
I
Like,
won't die.
See, that is not true.
Yeah, no.
People will totally fuck
Fuck,
her.
yeah, totally.
Because
I'll
she
fuck her right
because
now.
she has herpes.
that's true.
Easy slut.
Now we both have herpes. Fuck it.
I'll find somebody else with herpes.
And will he be happy?
Or I
And
will
will
give that gift.
Yeah. I will not say a single thing.
The never-ending gift of
She
herpes.
didn't ask, "Do you have herpes?" So I didn't tell her.
It's like people talk about like the end of singular races in people. Like we're all going to become mixed and everything else like that. It's going to be the same way with STDs. We're all going to end up with one.
Do you got it?
That's what
There's
it'll
only
be.
one.
It's it.
Oh, you got to go to It Island. You're out of this motherfucker. But the people on
Just
It Island.
repopulate Australia with people with STDs.
Hell yeah. We take it back over.
No,
Hear
the
me
people
out.
on It Island are living though. They don't give a
Hell
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do they got to worry about?
Just like the people in Australia did. Look what they did with their time.
Hell yeah.
Mushrooms are legal.
And they have yak mushrooms. So fuck Colorado. Let's go to Australia and eat yak mushrooms.
Seems like a
We
long
could probably
trip.
totally crash
It's
at
hard to
Pickett's
get
house
done
for
in
like
Australia,
a
though.
week. We don't have to fucking stay there.
Oh, all right.
What the fuck?
You know, you say that, but I don't think he'll like that.
Who?
Doing mushrooms at his
He'll do what I say. No.
I'm still the American.
He gave up his right to be in charge when he left America.
So cut
Is that how
out.
that works when you go to the
Don't cut that out. Leave that right in there.
you go to the majority Muslim
By the
household?
way, right now
and
it's
just,
9/11.
start
Never
cutting-
forget.
Start cutting up a nice hunk of
Oh,
pork
bro.
and just, I'm American, so I'll do what I please.
Yeah. No, I told him that if I came there, I was going to eat a pulled pork sandwich in his house, no matter what the fuck he said. He's like, bro, you totally can't do that. And I
It's
was like,
2:30
"Oh,
in the morning and Matt's hunkered in the bathroom, just like told that motherfucker I was gonna do it.
Fucking 2 pounds of ham. I just went out and bought a canned ham just to eat it on his toilet. And then I take the ham and rub my fingers on it, get the grease, and just draw shit on the walls. Aboriginal cave paintings.
You bathe
ham
your
grease.
shit in it every morning. You rub it on your skin. No,
I
I
use it like cologne.
had talked to him and he
Born
said
in Victor's Muslim wife.
that he got in trouble.
Muslim.
Something was said to him about eating like some bacon flavored cheese fries. He had hid in the hamper or whatever.
Just flavored. It contained no actual bacon.
Right, that's
Like hot
what-
fries that come in a bag.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
And I guess
With some
somebody
kind of Dorito, he said.
somebody had given him some flack about that.
He had to read them the ingredients to explain, this contains no fucking bacon.
It's just
There's
a word.
barely food in
It's
this.
soy based and it's flavored.
That's what America does. We lie.
Yeah. There's no bacon in
It's
this.
bacon flavor. They made it in a lab.
I bought bacon the other day with no bacon in it.
It's got a pig's.
Bacon is a-
They just put it in a room with a pig.
That's probably against their rules.
Nope, can't do that.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't need some sleeper cell coming to my house.
Are we the sleeper cell going to their house? Sneak in and smear ham on shit and fucking
Reversed.
yeah, reverse sleeper cell. We go promote American values. So like we bring a football and some bacon.
You guys have not that kind of football.
This
Real
kind of football.
That's how you tell an American, really. In the rest
You
of the
wanna
world,
toss
that's how
the
they know.
pigskin?
We play real football, the one that's rigged. That one.
That shit is fully rigged too. That's sad.
I don't know, the football where people don't get their heads cut off.
It's boring.
Really, where did we lose that? This is much better with just a ball.
Right? What? That's totally better with a head.
No, that's that dude that was going around raping 12-year-old girls. Fucking cut his head off.
Well, that's not legal now.
That's what you should bring back. It's like
the rape word might be.
public stonings and shit. Like, oh, this dude did this. He killed his kids or whatever. Just drag him out and stone him. It's
There-
good for society.
So if you guys have Netflix, there's a television series called Black Mirror.
I've seen episodes of that.
I have
Okay,
not.
the episodes of that idea in particular,
Of what I do.
the public shaming and torture of
Oh yeah,
Criminal.
what's it called? White Bear. The episode's
Something
called
like
White
that,
Bear.
yeah.
Okay, where the girl's like she wakes up, she's
Yes,
confused, she doesn't know
yeah.
what's going on. Okay, yeah,
and it's all set up.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
That's feasible.
Yeah.
Minus the whole mind wipe thing.
right.
But fucking yeah.
Yeah.
See
That's-
this if you have not.
Totally pull offable. Yeah, Black Mirror.
Yeah, the whole series in
The
general.
first episode was like they hooked me. The Prime Minister. And I
Yes,
was like,
oh my
what's
God.
happening right now? There's no way this actually happens. And then by the end of it, I was like, oh, what?
So good.
But yeah, you rape somebody or whatever, well, then cut off your dick or whatever. You fucking stole something of a significant value.
Yeah,
they
but what
cut
if
off
she
your
deserved
hand.
it?
Go to fucking Saudi Arabia.
I'm saying those are things that are ultimately would end crime. Like fuck a cop walking
No,
around.
because people still commit crime in those countries. It's reduced, but it still exists.
Yeah. There's still thieves in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but most of Saudi Arabia is a poorer country. Like,
Turkey,
yes, that's
I
where
mean,
rich
They got a
people
shit
are
ton of
there.
money.
Yeah,
Make
but it's not the
$19
people's
an
money.
hour at McDonald's in Saudi Arabia.
Really?
Yeah, really.
It lacks
What's that
value
convert to?
there.
Yeah.
what's it
Their
convert to?
$19 an hour is like $8 an hour here.
So,
But
what the fuck?
whatever. They own gold, son.
They don't have the gold. Somebody there has the gold.
Saudi gold.
End crime by creating less laws. The pursuit of happiness is really what's important here. It really is. Because as an adult, I should be able to do whatever kind of drugs I want.
I
Okay.
completely agree with that. All
Period.
drugs legal, flat out across the board. Like
If
literally
I'm,
all.
if I'm stupid enough to kill myself with
Right.
something, then
But
I was
as
stupid
long,
enough to
but
do
see,
it.
that's where, as long as it's only you that are in that danger, like You can't. If that's the case,
I'm
you're
not
allowed to
running
do
around
all
shooting
drugs.
people up with my drugs.
No, that's what I'm
Pay
saying.
good money. I sucked a dick for that drug.
You can't.
Like,
You can't do whatever.
Hell
and
no,
then
he can't have my
get on
drugs.
the road and drive with the rest of society.
why not?
Because
Well,
then you're
they
putting
can
other
still have-
people in danger.
It would just be a separate intoxication law. Like they
Yeah.
would have a separate,
Yes.
I don't know, piss test. I
Now,
guess.
whatever you want to do in your house, if
They
you're not
do-
planning on
they
leaving,
do side of the
or-
road blood test.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, yeah, that's all great. As long as you're not putting anyone in danger, other than
But
you.
we have things that are legal now that put people in
I
danger.
disagree. I don't approve of the alcohol laws and shit. I don't think you should. A lot of
What
them
about
should be-
Xanax? It's totally legal to drive
No,
on
no,
3 Xanax.
no.
I can't
disagree
even
with
walk
that. Yeah,
on
no
3
shit.
Xanax. But there's no breathalyzer test in the world to
I'm-
prove I took them.
I'm fucked up for 2 days on the Xanax. Like something happens that night that has a calming effect, but the next day there's serious brain problems going on where I can feel it. Like
I took Xanax once, and then I sat down, started watching Dawn of the Dead, and the next thing I knew, I woke up like this, with a fucking puddle on my shirt. Like, what happened?
It's an issue with the drugs available, not doing the drugs itself.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
But yeah, like the alcohol versus pot.
make me
Alcohol ultimately causes a lot of deaths.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, versus pot. Like there's no way you're gonna tell me pot is more dangerous than alcohol.
No.
And the
No,
only-
I'm not going to say that
right,
at all.
Right, and the only restriction they have is we don't sell it on Sunday because that's God's day.
What I'm saying is, if you want to do that drug, you do that drug. Now that person's not going to be in jail. If you want to fuck that younger chick and she wants to fuck you, then it's cool. Let that shit happen.
Where's the line on that though? Okay, so the 7-year-old thinks you're cool because you had candy in your
No,
pocket.
I think we should stick with old school rules on
Puberty.
that. And yeah,
As long as
puberty.
she can menstruate, she's a woman in God's eyes.
Okay.
If you start breaking down these laws that exist that interfere with people's pursuit of happiness, then yeah.
There again, what's to stop somebody that wants to fuck little kids?
If that kid wants to fuck
wow.
them, then,
No, like a little kid. Like
well, a little kid, that's not okay.
because it's not
then
like
that is a law.
I don't think people like dudes.
I'm not saying get rid of laws. I'm saying lessen the amount of laws.
Which will never work in a system where it's privatized prisons.
No. It won't work here ever.
Or no, because it's a business.
Yeah,
It's good for them that it is the way it is.
absolutely.
But yeah, you cut a couple people's fingers off, and people like their
That's not going to
fingers.
change a goddamn
Yeah, I don't
thing.
think that's much of a deterrent.
I'm telling you, if
It'll just make more clever thieves.
well, I guess ultimately, like
And that is evolution.
It's adaptation.
It's the same thing.
cut a couple dicks off.
It depends on what kind of number.
There's no more. There's no. I'm telling you, some dude sitting at his house is like, okay, I wanted to go date rape, but now I could lose my dick. Like before, maybe the drug didn't take. That was the worst case scenario. The drug didn't take, and I didn't get to rape her. But now it's, I got to rape her, and they cut my fucking dick off. Like he might not.
Right.
He might not go out now. He's probably not going to go out now.
Oh, he wouldn't be able to at that point.
Well, after he's had his dick cut off, that's pretty much the end of that.
Let's just put everybody on house arrest. Like, literally everybody. 6 billion people on house arrest.
And then you cut the internet.
I was almost okay with that.
No, it's cool because Amazon will bring their drones in and drop books off.
I think that's where you're headed. Like.
Controlled literature
Hell
through
yeah.
your chimney, your book hole that's in your roof.
And once they get the whole thing mastered, it's okay. Like you as a citizen are not following our rules. We are sending the drone to your house with a small bomb. We're going to drop it on your house. Have a good day.
Well, they tried that
I
in
prefer the
Philadelphia.
demolition
How
in
much
future
better is
to Joe's
Philadelphia
future.
now?
I don't think Philadelphia will ever be awesome.
Go to hell. Philly!
As a Cowboys fan, there's no way.
That you think proper thoughts. I agree.
Clearly, you're making that decision.
But yeah, cut their dicks and hands off. Fuck it.
Your ideas intrigue me. And
No,
I
I-
subscribe to your newsletter.
That's where we should be at as a culture. Like instead of complaining, oh well, the crime rate for this is too high, and then we countered it. Okay, some guy broke into my house and I shot him, and now I'm in court. Like you have to make up your mind one way or the other.
That'll
Either,
depend on the state that you're in.
right. But either way, you're going to go to court. There's going to be something.
Not everywhere.
Like I guess there's
The
a little-
trespass laws in Texas, I'm pretty sure, are fucking outlandish. Like, anybody on your property, you could do whatever.
If the
Like,
guy-
that's what's up. If you own the property,
The
that's
dude-
a wrap for that guy.
The dude didn't get shot and he made it to court and the judge shoots him. You should have been shot on sight.
And then you get a fine for not shooting him.
And the cost of the bullet.
That's a good law. I'm behind that law. Wait, you didn't shoot the criminal? Well, fuck you. Here's your fine.
And I still don't understand, like, if we're pushing education so hard,
Which
why?
we're not really.
And people at McDonald's are lobbying for all this money, you know, oh, fast food. Where the fuck are the teachers? Like, these are the people we leave responsible for our children.
They're glorified babysitters.
Right. So shouldn't we take more pride in that aspect? Like,
We would if we actually wanted educated citizens in any way, but that's not what we really want.
right.
Just direct every conversation toward a Carlin bit.
We want people that can flip burgers. That's who we want to pay the extra money to.
Yeah.
It's the people that want to flip burgers.
It is more likely that the McDonald's workers striking would be effective than the teachers striking.
And it wouldn't even have to be something difficult as far as the teacher goes. You could take, okay, what percentage of the country is on welfare right now that receives food stamps? It's a large amount. So if you automatically just added
It's
in
almost half.
added in the teachers, it wouldn't make that big of a difference, but it would help all those teachers. They get free groceries.
I think everybody should get free groceries.
I
Personally.
personally believe that too.
That sounds like a cool system where we all just get free food
and free medical attention
Well, whatever. I mean, let's one dream at a time, Joe.
for a flat tax. You can flat tax everything.
Don't even mention the flat tax. That'll never happen.
Should though,
Yeah, should. That's not the point. That's never gonna happen.
because it would make so much more money.
Yeah.
And it is, you own this, okay, then that's what you pay taxes. You own something more, then you pay a little bit more because you own a little bit
No,
more.
the whole point of a flat tax is that everybody pays the same amount. Bill Gates 10% is the same as your 10%.
Well, okay, I guess a flat percentage, then, you know.
Yeah.
Just buying more expensive things.
Some technologies, also, the internet can be used for great things. I stumbled across a site that will teach you how to choke your girlfriend to orgasm, choke your lover to orgasm safely. There's diagrams where to put your fingers. This can cause harm. This doesn't cause harm. They weren't selling a fucking thing. They just wanted to let you know how to do it proper and how to have a good time. That's fucking technology. That's what it's all about. Fuck a hoverboard that we were told about a long time ago.
This is the year, by the way. If
It
I don't get my
exists.
hoverboard.
It does exist already.
Okay, well, whatever. I can't kickflip it, so let me see it.
No.
Well, you
y'all
couldn't
doing on
in the movie either.
A diagram on
That's
how
true.
to choke your
Because
girl
once
to
it flips
orgasm.
over, I guess it stops.
And as soon as she sees the diagram, she's in. Well, it looks safe.
Where'd you see that at?
I don't know. I typed in choking my girl to orgasm.
It's up late.
All right,
It's a
so
long
I
day.
won't look that up.
I was
Thanks,
look-
Google.
I was looking for something exactly like that for me to show her, and she'd be like, "Oh, okay. Well, now you can choke me." But it worked. So that's awesome.
So, yeah,
It's
internet.
just the fucking internet. And
The
it
moral of
was
this story is that Joe wants to choke his wife.
there was no dirty pictures. They weren't. It was awesome. It was
It's all
just,
very clinical.
some very nice gentleman was like, "I can make this work for many, many guys."
Who want to choke their wife.
Now, how does that work? Because maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Because the last couple girls died.
That's what it is. It said,
Is she
"Be
supposed to
careful
go-
and don't be afraid to call the medic."
The medic? What are we in the fucking bush right now?
Oh, I might be paraphrasing.
I got an M16 strapped to my
Oh
side.
crap! Medic!
They're on
comes in.
standby. I'm gonna be choking her. I need you to be out here.
That's healthcare. Right there. This is a fucking medic on standby for everybody.
I'm gonna be doing some heroin tonight, medic. I need you to be on extra close watch.
Again.
Again?
Well, yeah, it's heroin.
That's what you're here for. Don't make me fucking hit you again.
Or start throwing my used needles at you like darts.
My taxes paid.
You will stand by with the atropine.
You will go back in the closet that we have built for you.
Wow. Now that guy's life's really bad.